When you're having a direct conversation with a narcissist, you are going to be shocked at how much they try to deflect so that they don't have to have accountability during the conversation. There is a tactic they use called DARVO. The first step is D, deflection. Deflection looks like talking about a topic that is in the past, in the future, or hasn't happened yet, or is somewhere outside of the room. They do this because they don't want you to see the true them. They don't want you to see their real motivations. They want to manipulate you into thinking that they're some kind of way, or manipulate you into doing things for them. And when you say, why did you do that? Why did you say that? There's a certain level of accountability that has to be had for them to answer that directly. Well, they don't have that. So they'll say something like, why did you do this thing 2 years ago? Putting it back on you. Now they've gotten into the second half of DARVO, ARVO, which is attack you and reverse the victim into the oppressor. So you feel slighted over something that they said or they did, and somehow now they're the victim and you're apologizing to them. This is a completely unhealthy communication style. Cut it off when the deflection starts. If you ask them, why did you leave the dishes in the sink? And they tell you, well, other wives don't have to do their dishes. Bring it back into the room. We're not talking about other wives. We're talking about you not doing the dishes. Why did you not do them? They will keep deflecting and keep deflecting. And once you recognize it, you cannot unsee it. Well, I never had to do the dishes growing up. We're not talking about your childhood right now. We're talking about why didn't you do the dishes in the sink? You will find that time and time again, when you ask them a question they don't want to answer, you're going to have to ask it 4, 5, 6 times just to get a semi-answer. But as long as you keep the conversation in the room, it completely deflates DARVO. Now they're going to go on the attack. Well, you know I had a hard day at work and you should be doing the dishes. To which you can say, we can address your hard day at work at a later point, but right now it's really important for me to know, why did you leave the dishes in the sink? That's why it's so exhausting and confusing to have conversations with narcissists, because this constant manipulation is extremely draining. Plus, you have no further information than before you ask the question. Don't let them jump over here, over there. Don't let them speak in generalities. Well, most people do this. Keep it in the room and get your question answered.